All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our final conversation. Now, as part of the requirements to fill vacant seats in the National and State Houses of Assembly following the death and resignation of some individuals, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, conducted by-elections on Saturday, the 16th of August. After that by-elections, INEC declared the All Progressives Congress APC winner in 12 federal constituencies out of 16 seats contested across 12 states. The People's Democratic Party PDP won a seat in Oyo State. The All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA clinched 2 in Anambra State, and the New Nigeria People's Party NNPP won 1 in Kano State. The elections were not without upsets as the APC claimed victory in PDP strongholds in Adamawa and Taraba states. Okay, GKB, I'll start with you. How impressed are you, about the conduct of the by-elections by INEC?
Well, the conduct is fine. People who are complaining are basically the usual suspects. And it's the Nigerian factor basically to do that. Especially when you've created the aura that you are on ground and people now found out they are not as strong
as you
pretend.
Okay.
Like I said, Yorubas will say that the mouth is the best way to make a soup. Maybe it's just to do like this, It's when you go to the kitchen and cook it like other parties have done now, that you really know those who can cook the vegetable soup. So as far as the conduct is concerned, I'm happy. Because off-season, usually we don't have problems. It's general elections that brings out the beast in us.
But in other words, you're satisfied with the way the election was conducted?
These are by elections. Governors are flexing. And that's because all politics are local.
True.
So it may play to the national dynamic. But ultimately, it's about local champions exerting their own influence.
I mean, BK, let's talk about this, the outcome. What does this tell us about the strength of the political parties in the country?
Yes, it says a lot. One, the PDP is not dead.
Okay.
In some of these elections, the PDP actually gave the APC a run for its money. 2, the ADC is so far non-existent. They may not like it, but it is the truth. It is the truth that we say here.
I was surprised.
A lot of the people who abuse us, if we are to face each other fact for facts, they will be defeated. Because the truth is evident. Clearly in this election, the ADC showed that it's not ready. You can imagine, and look at a place like Kaduna. It's even a contest between SDP, was also doing its best. You will have expected that, okay, all their strengths will be concentrated in either in ADC, for example, but it didn't happen. So the coalition at this time is not ready. This is what the outcome of these elections mean, but they should not be written off because you don't gain the gravitas that you need to win an election in just a few months. These are early days. But it also shows something that I've known about electoral behavior in our country. Some people still don't understand that, yes, the people may not be happy, but in terms of political loyalty, our people are very strong.
Exactly.
If this is the party that they want, they stay there. They stay there. They have this belief that, okay, things will get better.
Okay.
In Zamfara State, the APC has always been very strong. It was some conflict that made people like Dauda Lawa to find themselves in PDP. They were all in APC. And you can see the election conducted there.
Okay.
The APC candidate is leading. Yes, is inconclusive, but he has what looks like an unassailable lead. So, yes, you can call it but that is the thing. So, then, political behavior. Somebody was telling me that, these by-elections don't say anything. It's a lie. By-elections say something.
It does.
By-elections say something. In Kwara, the Otoge revolution began with a by-election to replace Baba Adedoyin's daughter in the House of Reps.
Okay.
We lost her. That was when the Otto girls showed their strength for the first time. It was a PDP stronghold, but they were defeated. We've seen now a traditional PDP stronghold in Southern Kaduna. We've seen somebody win election easily there. That is a message. That is a message about the direction that the people of Southern Kaduna could be headed in 2027. This is the thing. Ask me when that time comes. Ajide, did you not say this? What has happened?
Exactly.
Because it will seem now that their political behavior is changing. I've been there to do a few stories. Yes. I can still recall what people were saying to me. So the years of Southern Kaduna people supporting the PDP with everything that they've got, to the point that even Nasir El-Rufai said, even if they put Jesus Christ on the ballot, that they will still vote PDP. I think he concluded that no matter what he did, his party will not get the support of the people of Kaduna, Southern Kaduna. So I do not remember exactly how he presented. But yes, but what he was trying to say was that if Jesus Christ was on the ballot for APC, that no matter what those people will still not vote.
They will not vote.
So, but that is changing now with what has happened. With what has, I've never seen an election conducted in that area in which the APC did that well, because it was an unassailable, was a comfortable lead.
All right then. All right, joining us.
Do you have anything to do with the governor? That particular performance?
Well, I think more and more people from that part are moving in the direction of Ubasani. I think they are happy with what he's doing.
Exactly.
You know, and they are beginning to show their support. In fact, some of them are already defecting. Some of the people in the National Assembly are already defecting to the APC. So that's political behavior changing.
Yes.
So if anyone says, oh, by-election does not change, they say the morning determines the night.
Exactly.
How is this?
Or the day.
The morning determines the day. So we are beginning to see what may happen 2 years down the line in that part of the country.
All right, joining us via Zoom from Kebbi State for more discussion on this issue. On this is the coordinator of APC Youth League in Kebbi State and chairman of Grassroots Advocacy for Peace and Good Governance, Comrade Usman Mohammed Anache. Thank you so much for joining us, Comrade.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
All right, Comrade, let's begin this way. In your opinion, what did the by-elections, suggest? Did the by-election reflect a new test of voter confidence in the APC?
Actually, yes. But before I go on, please permit me to thank Mr. Jide for giving us the timely and the correct information. Sometimes what Mr. Jide will say about our villages, we at the villages didn't even know that that thing has happened. But when we find out, we discover that it is actually true. So I want to commend him and the TVC for doing this to us. I even want to recommend us here in the North by giving Mr. Jide the Damasani of Nigeria. For doing a very good job for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, this is the clear indication that the 2027 election is now being can now be calculated and can now be projected that the APC is going to have a very good lead at the early counting of the votes in 2027. Because if you observe, the most strongholds of the PDP and the most stronghold of the coalition were being taken over by APC. So actually, the people at grassroots were happy with the reforms of the APC government. But the people, very few capitalists, are not happy with the reforms of the APC because they have been denied from getting the exorbitant price to rule the blood of the masses. But the masses are now happy and they agree and affirm their allegiance to the APC reforms because so many things are coming down and the common man is now getting a lot of benefits from the government. If you observe the Kano State, where the government of Kano State is in NNPP, and the seats, the 2 seats contested has been shared between the APC and the ruling party in Kano State. If you observe the most strongholds of the opposition, like in Adamawa State, were being swept by the APC, which everybody was thought was going to be won by either the PDP or the so-called new coalition. But all the rest, all of it were all gone. And the Southern Kaduna also swept by APC. And even the Zamfara that was declared, it is the APC that is on the lead. So if you observe, people are now comfortable with the reforms and the agenda of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the reforms the APC is doing because it's going down to the masses. We are the grassroots. We are benefiting. Actually, anything coming up from the federal government will now get to the masses directly. If you observe, even the alleviation poverties, alleviation programs that were made recently, it was directly to the masses, and the masses are enjoying it at the grassroots, unlike before, when you discover that it will not. And in terms of election performance, you discover that the APC is giving free hand for the election. And at this juncture, I must thank the federal government and the INEC for conducting a very good, free and fair election, despite some challenges, even though the security agencies also done their good job by arresting a lot of thugs that have been brought to disturb the election in Kano, about 200, over 200 of them, and the election result has been declared. And for the first time, you see that the opposition parties were winning the election, and the result and their win was given to them. Unlike before, when the ruling party will definitely make sure that they have to take over all the seats, despite the winning of the opposition party. But if you observe now, the opposition parties were given their own seats as they have won their own seat. So it's very commendable for this government and the INEC.
Yeah, what some of my friends are suggesting is that the APC should not jubilate over these good results, that these are early days, and they are saying that the president remains unpopular, especially in the Northwest where you come from. What really is the situation? Is it true that the people don't want the president, they don't love him, they think he's against the North? What really is the situation now?
The situation is that the masses love Mr. President, but those on the top who can be heard on the media are the ones that are saying their opinion because they own some of these means of productions. And if the process of Mr. President reforms has been going on, the capitalists, as I told you earlier, who owns the means of production will not get the required profits as they want. If you observe, during the previous election, during the previous administration, all the land borders were being closed by the president. But immediately when President Asiwaju came in, he first opened the borders. This opening the borders helped the northern Nigeria a lot because we don't have water coastal borders, we only have the land borders. And that's what makes the price of food, which everybody has to use, that goes up skyrocket. And opening those borders, removal of the tax on the food items importation, removal of the tax on agricultural produce, which is the backbone of the northern Nigeria, removal of the tax again on pharmaceuticals items, that the northern Nigeria are the most consumers of this product. So the masses are really and actually with the president. But those who can get to the media or who can speak at every forum were not happy with the relief that the masses are receiving from the programs of this government. That is why you see that as if it is nothing, but it is not actually. The northern Nigeria, especially the northwest here, are with Mr. President. they are really, if you look at the way, even here, that people that are elected on the other parties' platform are now decamping to APC in the Northwest. So that will definitely show you that the Northwest are with Mr. President. So it's only those who are trying to capitalize on the sentiment on ethnicity or regional differences to bring or make noise, and they are making a lot of noise. So if you observe, most of those Northerners making those noise are those who has one time been on power without performing anything, who are now wanted to clinch power by all means. So we regarded them as executive association of executive retirees. So instead of them to go back to their pension, they are now making noise and they start coming up with different propaganda and different things. Whenever you had them talking of nose, they are going to cheat us. That is why they always hide behind the different regional barrier to disintegrate people or to cause chaos or to support some policies that are anti-common man. Okay. So the anti-Marxist policies are what they are pursuing.
All right, thank you so much, the coordinator of APC Youth League in Kebbi State and chairman, Grassroots Advocacy for Peace and Good Governance, Comrade Usman Mohammed. And actually, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, beautiful conversation. But Bikio, looking about this by-election, some of the opposition parties, they describe the by-election as a severe blow on Nigeria's election integrity. Is there any merit to this claim?
Well, even in Kano, what I've read was that the election was generally peaceful. Kaduna is the same thing. I've not heard people protesting around that the election was rigged. The election was competitive in Kaduna, both in the Zaria area and in southern Kaduna, and a true winner emerged. What these people don't realize is that APC leaders will not simply lie down and wait to be defeated.
Exactly.
They are not going to play the proverbial woman who is willing to lift her skirt at any point. No, it's not going to happen. They will give whatever it takes to win.
Okay.
They are in need to win. So and don't be too sure that because people are going through a lot in our country, that it will translate to votes for parties that have not worked hard enough. I reminded them what happened in here we predicted that the election in Ondo State will be won by the APC. Were people not angry or hungry? But it still didn't stop them from voting for the APC candidate. So to defeat the APC, you have to give your best. Do whatever it takes. Don't think that, that people are angry, there's so much noise on social media and all that will translate to victory. What will give you victory is hard work. Go to the people and campaign.
All right, then. Well, I'm so sorry. Our time is fast spent. But GKB, thank you so much for doing this.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. BKO, as always, thank you so much for doing this. And that's all on Journalist Hangout today. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.